Okay. This was a good book. We enjoyed ourselves. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time.
I feel like we made some really good points, and if you guys had heard it, you would have all
You would have
agreed.
loved
It
this would have been the podcast that made you listen to us every episode forever. This is our best episode
we were
ever.
getting to some really good point, which I think like I'll just summarize, and then I think we can do Frost and Starlight, and that's okay.
Yeah, and
because
then,
everybody.
And just be,
I think we didn't say anything new except with Hannah than what we said last time, which is just she's a good personal writer. She's not a good battle writer. She's not good macro, she's good micro. And I wish she would focus, because I think if she would focus, she would really get it. And so even vibe reading, that was the part that kept taking me out. And I think if we just talk about Frost and Starlight and cover some of the questions that we covered before, but with Frost and Starlight, I feel like we'll get the same.
That's fine. Or it could just be a 2-minute long podcast.
It's 1 minute and 15 seconds right now. Oh my God.
It's recording on the thing.
Are you recording, Kate? Are you recording, Kate?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't hit record on the You would have had to hit record.
I looked for the time, and I was like, I don't see the time.
I saw that it was saying the time. It was saying 1 hour and 23 minutes. And I was like, oh, okay, 1 hour and 23 minutes. We're still recording. And then when I went back out, it was like, do you want to hit record? And I was like, no, my God.
Wait, no, I looked for the time and I couldn't find the time.
Oh, I could see the time on mine, but I don't know why.
Yeah, I couldn't see the time on yours, but I didn't see the uploading thing. It's fine. I'm really not worried about it.
You know what? I'm really glad we had a good conversation, though. That felt like a good book club hangout moment.
That was such a good hangout moment.
What? How would we record on ours?
You just hit the record button.
Is it like a physical button, or is it a button?
It should be the round button that has rec written on it. Do you not have one on yours?
I don't think so.
Oh, interesting. I don't know, because that's what it is on mine.
Because we got the mini one. Well, anyways, let's pause this. It's great. Good times. Great chat.
Time for
the next book.
I feel like there's more. I feel like there's new things to talk about Frost and Starlight anyway. So I feel I came to Frost and Starlight. I was like, I'm ready. I'm going to read the whole thing.
Start re-recording?
No, this is fine, because this is where it starts.
Okay.
Because
I'm Kate.
I am so sorry.
Hi, I'm Kate.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is Feast,
Sheath,
and Shatter.
Is it hot in here, or is it just me tuning in to hear these three chatting about fantasy novels of the spicy variety? Not your average book club, if you know what I mean. Are you happy to see us? Or is that a dagger? It's Feast, Sheath, Shatter. It's Feast, Sheath, Shatter.
Again.
Now that Rachel is recording, we're going to talk about Frost and Starlight.
Remember
which is
the time I deleted the entire podcast and we had to come back and do it again?
I don't remember that, honestly. I forgot.
Think I blocked
did do that. Yeah, I did do that. So this is the second time. I feel like I'm entitled to 3. So I've got 2 now.
Yeah, for sure. You get 3.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
But I feel like, and it was a warm-up. It was a warm-up for Frost and Starlight.
Warm up. All right, so
I'll just, you know what I'll do? I'll repost our original episode on Mist and Fury.
Do you think?
And I'll just add Hannah's face. No. You can stop and pee.
There is. Just go ahead and go. This is a waterproof blanket. Okay. She's just loving on you. Come here.
We don't jump on friends.
We jump on friends.
But you and me, that makes 2.
Me, like Tamlin.
Like Tamlin and me.
She said, I just want to cuddle you.
Like Henry and me.
Look how little I am. I want to destroy your tights. Come to me, my love.
I want to put pics in your sweater dress.
I want to ruin your sweater dress.
Okay, are we ready to talk about Frost and Starlight?
Okay, Frost and Starlight.
I think we can just use the same questions and the extra ones.
Well, I have Frost and Starlight questions.
Ooh, that's good too.
Yeah.
After everything that happened in Wings and Ruin,
I'm going to repost our
did
original
happen?
episode on Wings and Ruin. It'll be like
Okay.
a flashback.
Yeah.
that'll be fine.
Yeah.
After everything that happened in Wings and Ruin, how did Frost and Starlight make you feel? Was it satisfying or was it like emotional hangovers? Like, how do you feel about it?
I remember the first time that I read it, being not at all satisfied. But it was years before Silver Flame.
Oh,
So it was like, I felt like it was just leading me up to something that I would not get yet.
Yeah, you expected it to be a new book, and it was like a cozy novella.
It felt
but
like
not
fan fiction
really
of
that
herself.
cozy, because there was like all this personality turmoil. Like everyone's like mad at everyone, and everyone has all this trauma from the war, and everyone's mean to Lucian, and Nesta is a raging queen.
Alcoholic. We call that an alcoholic.
I mean, I never really liked this book, honestly. There it is.
Okay.
I said it.
You said
Rach,
out
what
loud.
were you saying?
I said it felt like her fan fiction for herself. It felt like she wrote a fan fiction about her own books.
That's so interesting.
Yes.
I do not feel either of those things. So I did not read these books when I had to wait. I did not have to wait for Silver Flames.
Oh, okay.
They were all out when I
Mhm.
discovered the series, and I thought this book was great, and I still really like this book. This is a Christmas story. It is a tiny little glimpse. It is cozy. It is kind of cozy.
Little.
It is about
There's
what
snow.
its intention and fire and Yuletide
And a cabin.
and Christmas decoration
And Starlight.
and Starlight. And I it serves a purpose of switching point of view. That's what it does. We have been in Feyre's point of view, and we have to go to a third person. Is that the person that Silver Flames is written in, where it's a narrator talking about everybody, and we're not in somebody's head?
Mhm.
Is that third
Yeah,
person?
third person limited.
So yeah, so it's written in third person, and she knew she needed to make that switch, and so we have that. It's written in different persons in this book. When we are a Cassian chapter or a Rhysand chapter is first person, Feyre chapter is first person, but a Moore chapter and a Cassian chapter, they switch it up, and that was to mix up, so we were kind of prepped
Mhm.
and primed for Silver Flames.
No, I get it as a prelude.
And a shift. And I do love that because I love the characters, I'm able to just sit with the story in a way that it's not, I don't have any expectation of it. And we get a shit ton of lore in this.
Mhm.
I can't remember what that lore is, but I know there's a lot of
I know there's a lot
of it. Oh, the blood right. We get all the blood right shit. Don't we get a lot of the blood right stuff in this?
Some.
And we get the lore that we need going into Silver Flames.
Mhm.
We get a glimpse of where Cassian and Nesta are, so that when we start our next book, we know we get that. It's like she wrote the whole story, so she wrote the whole thing, so we get the story of the fucking little tiny book that gets thrown in the water.
Yeah.
Yes.
That Cassian gets for Nesta.
Again, throwing something in a body of water. That is her go-to.
Yep. That and
It's
letting people
just-
die for dramatic effect and then bringing them back to life.
Yeah. But as a
Yeah.
person who loves a romantic subplot and then all of a sudden is getting more of Cassian and Nesta, this for me is like, I like this. I like the lore. I like the Christmas party. And also, something we don't talk about a lot, but this is a class fantasy. Right? Rhysand is a billionaire.
Excuse the very loud vehicles.
Yeah, we live
Yeah.
very close to a racetrack. This is a racetrack town.
Mhm.
This is a class fantasy. Feyre is a poor motherfucker, and she marries a billionaire. And so,
She's like, no, I can't spend money.
and we get a
I
glimpse
can't
of
buy
like,
this studio.
you're so good at not spending.
Like
You're
when
s-
Moore's like, you're rich, right?
Like, you're so rich.
you could buy this every day and no one would notice.
Right.
And she's like, yeah, I haven't really wrapped my mind around that. And we get the idea that Brisanne's going to make her the fucking bookkeeper. Like, we get a glimpse that she is actually going to have a job and be very responsible for the money that Brisanne has just not. I mean, he's been a billionaire his whole life, so he's very Batman-y.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's like, just buy it. It's fine. And she's
Yeah,
like, I don't
but
know.
would we
I don't
like
know if I want to.
Yeah, would we like Brisanne as much if he wasn't
I
a
don't think so.
billionaire?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Why doesn't he set up some sort of universal basic income for everybody in Valaris?
They probably do have something like that. It's a very socialized society.
They have like a charity organization that pays artists when they're creating so that they can but it's a charity, like you have to pay into it. He doesn't pay into it. Feyre tells him to. That's part of his gift that he does for
Yeah, well, Feyre's
Winter
going to help
solstice.
him socialize everything.
But
Mhm.
like everyone's house is being rebuilt on Resand.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like the government is paying for
the FEMA.
all the
FEMA.
Yeah.
Resand is FEMA.
Yeah.
Resand is FEMA.
Yeah.
Man, we didn't get Rayri. Mad
Damn
now.
it to hell.
That's fine. It's okay.
But Tamlin was going to imprint. I'm just going to summarize. Tamlin's going to imprint on Feyre and Resand's
Rhysand.
offspring named Rayri.
Yeah, and it's Rayri.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rayri.
And that's what you
And-
missed. Ha!
Yeah.
That's what you missed.
Never to be heard or seen again. It's
No,
okay.
but you know what? We had a good time together, and that's okay.
We did have a
too.
good time.
That's what matters.
I also like this book. Sorry, I lost my questions and my thought, but that's fine. I get my questions out.
I like that Moore, whose power is the truth, doesn't know anything about any of her friends and cannot buy a single gift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
that was one of
just-
your questions. Which character was the most chaotic holiday shopper? I said Moore.
Mm.
She's just like
I don't know if
buying
Rhysand
everyone.
gives her an estate. Like
yeah.
this is the story where we see
Well,
the
he's excessive.
happily ever after. I mean, they do. I mean, from a wealth perspective, they do need a larger castle. They do need a larger home.
Yeah.
Living in a townhouse
There's
is
no reason
kind
for
of
them
nuts.
to be in a townhouse.
It's
Mm-mm.
kind of nuts to think about it.
Mhm.
Even though it's a large
That
townhouse,
was a single man's.
that was a
Yeah.
bachelor pad.
That was a bachelor.
Yeah.
pad.
Now they need the estate across the river. But just, I think Sarah J. Maas really loves to decorate
Mm.
because if you get glimpses of her home, it's really beautiful. I've seen like small snippets. And I think she really loves clothes. I think she really loves that.
Mhm.
But Resand giving Feyre the job of designing and building and decorating an entire estate. You know, not everybody wants that kind of responsibility.
No.
And so to me, I'm always like, yeah, that's just like a typical man thing to do. Here is an incredible amount
Here
of
you go,
emotional
honey.
labor. I hope you don't get decision paralysis.
You're welcome.
Decision fatigue. Don't get that.
I would be in the fetal position.
I bought
Yeah,
it.
I mean-
now you do it.
And I
No,
guess
you
when
do
you're
it.
when you're that wealthy, you get to hire people who can help you make decisions.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh, I love that. I love that so much for them. But also, Feyre doesn't necessarily need that. So she's kind of like forced into creating this building.
Well, she immediately fucks off and makes an art commune anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I like
She
the
starts
touching
art
story.
therapy.
Yeah, and I like the touching story of, you
The
know,
Weaver.
the person that died. Oh, the
The
Weaver.
Black.
Is that
No, they
this
kept
book?
calling it the Weaver, and I was like, nope. Okay, it's a different
Not that
Weaver.
Weaver.
Wait, no,
Different
nope,
Weaver.
different Weaver.
A lady
and
who was
another
weaving
person
at the
whose
time.
profession is to weave.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that the Illyrians are born to be warriors. They define themselves as warriors. They grow up to be warriors. They spend their entire lives dedicated to war, but they don't like dying in battle.
Yeah, they're all pissed off, and there's like now an
Yep.
uprising because so many of them died in battle.
Right.
Well, and I think Reese says that, right? He's like, these like, they want this and this, but then
I think he does.
I
He's like,
think
but
he
why would
says,
they be mad that they died in battle? Like, that's what they
Right.
want.
mm-hmm.
They have an entire hazing initiation ceremony that kills them off.
Like they are
Yes.
Spartans.
Yes, they are.
And
They're
then they're like,
Spartan.
but he
The little
died in
boys
battle, and I
and
don't
And
like
they
it.
kick each other down the damn well
Uh-huh.
and then get mad that I think they might get mad because they didn't die for their own cause. So it's a little bit more political than it is like they get to decide. So there is some sanction, like sanctions, sections of unrest instead of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a spectrum of they're not a
Well, then what do they fight for?
they're not a what's the word that starts with an M that means
Mercenary.
means one thing. They're not a
Mono?
monolith. Illyrians are not a monolith. They're all entitled to their own opinions. They don't all think the same thing. So there are
That's how she writes them. I mean, I'm sure there are other Illyrians, but since we
yeah.
don't have other Illyrians to talk to, except for the
Yeah.
shitty guy that won't let the women train. And like, I think we meet an Illyrian female finally.
I should have
Is
worn my
Emery
t-shirt.
in this one? Do we meet Emery in this
No.
one? Okay.
I thought we do. Doesn't he buy a bunch of stuff from her? Cassian buys out her shop.
In Frost?
No, I'm pretty sure. Because there's a storm coming before the solstice, and so he buys everything in her shop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We do see her. Okay, we get a glimpse, but we don't really know who she is yet.
Yeah. And he's like, well, most people won't take my money. And she's like, great, most people won't buy my shit. And then they bond.
Mm-hmm.
She's a good woman.
And then he flies off and he flies over to the village that he slaughtered because they hurt his mom, which is fine. But it just, again, because then we go down to the court under the mountain and they have that guy that they really hate. And
Kier?
Yeah, Kier. And it doesn't really make sense
Oh.
that we will kill literally anyone who slights us. And yet this man put a spike in Moore's uterus and they didn't kill him.
Right.
Like,
what? And Reese says that too in this. He's like, I've given Moore permission to kill him, whenever she wants. I wonder why she's waited so long. So, yeah, we're wondering that too.
Yeah. Like, if he's such an asshole and he makes her life terrible, why not just kill him? Because then she would inherit all of his stuff and his troops. Because she already is like queen under the mountain.
It would be actually the smartest thing to do because he is.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't make sense that they haven't done that.
Right, because then they wouldn't have gotten the Ouroboros. They wouldn't have had to do any of that. She could have just committed his troops.
But she doesn't want to live there. She doesn't want to rule there.
But she kind of does
unless the
already.
Darkbringers wouldn't follow Moore.
Well, when her and Bryaxis get together, then they can take over.
Yeah, there you go. Bryaxis.
They can make Bryaxis the queen over there.
Mm-hmm.
Queen.
Did they open Lucian's gifts? Lucian brings gifts. Did they open them?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, because doesn't he get Elaine gloves?
Oh, that's right. And she's mad about it. She's like,
no.
Oh, that was from him? Oh, and she just sets him aside. She's such a brat.
Well, I wouldn't want to love someone that people told me I had to love.
I would.
You could still be nice.
That's interesting. I don't believe you with that Aquarius moon. I just don't believe you.
I mean, even Feyre is mean to Lucian in this. When he comes back and he's like, hey,
Wait, what? How is she mean to him?
Well, she asked where he was and he's like, I was hanging out, and he's been hanging out with Jurian over in the human lands, and she finds out that they're calling themselves like the court of outcasts or like the group of outcasts, and she's like, oh my god, do you have like a cute little pet name for yourselves that's like real cute? She's really condescending about it. She's like, oh, you call each other that because that's what she says, and he goes, like, that's our name for ourselves, like I don't want you to talk about it like that. She even says, wow, I'm being a bitch right now.
Yeah, she's like, I tried to
because she's a little jealous.
And
Yeah,
but
she is a little jealous.
from someone who
She-
is in a group that calls themselves the Court of Dreamers. Like, you guys have a cute pet name for yourselves.
You guys are acting like
What do
Feyre
you
isn't 21 years
expect?
old.
Yeah, but what do you expect Lucian to do?
It's her 21st birthday
Look
book.
through the window at Elaine and just pine and
Yes.
mourn. Like,
But
no,
not
he
because
has,
they don't like it when he
he-
does that either. He
he
can't
has
win.
a shred of dignity.
Yeah, he has to stay away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of shitty of Feyre to like. I mean, I guess it shows that she isn't a perfect being, and she is a little bit of an unreliable narrator, and they all are a little bit bullshit and not always the most consistent.
Which would be fine, except again, we frame her as like, she's fine. Like, if I feel like if Sarah at any point,
don't like Feyre that much. I like Feyre. I like Feyre. Sweetie, I love you.
the dog, you like Feyre the dog. Well,
I like Feyre okay. I do miss Feyre, but she's not my favorite character. And
No.
it's because I think she is a woman who, I mean, for the story's sake, she instantly went from one man to another. And I don't think we got enough Feyre on her own. Does
no,
that make sense?
I would agree with
We
that
didn't
because
get
I
the-
don't know who Feyre is. Because
Yeah.
Feyre is very situational. Like,
And she goes, I don't want to have babies for a while. I don't want babies for a while.
Okay,
and then she's like,
I'm
okay,
ready.
all right, now it's
I'm
fine.
ready. Isn't that the Christmas gift?
Yes. Yeah.
and he's like, well, it takes us a long time to conceive. Okay, we can start trying now.
I'm 21.
Too
Let's
late.
go.
Isn't she already
I
pregnant?
want to spend at least 6 months doing this.
Yeah.
No, she wouldn't be pregnant in this because I think the next book is like 6 months later.
Okay. Because I thought she got pregnant when they were flying because she had
Aren't
wings.
they pregnant for like 2
No,
years,
that
like an
happens-
elephant?
That happens. The gestational period is 48 months.
The longest pregnancy.
No, it's off page and it happens in between because timeline wouldn't work out.
Okay.
I promise.
I don't know. I just, the image of like, I was flying with her and she was in my arms and she looked at me and I just had to fuck her. Like, I just had to fuck her. And he like had sex with her while they
Well,
were flying.
yeah,
How does
they
that
do.
work?
They have animal instincts
Mm.
that they can't control.
Like how dragonflies, you'll see them flying around
That's
and
true.
they're
That's
connected.
fair. Yeah. I do like the snowball fight. I do like the snowball fight.
Yeah, I like that. It's a good tradition. This whole book is just seriously a prologue for the next story.
And we got,
Much like at the Court of Thorns and Roses was for Feyre and Rhysand.
yeah, except she actually
It's kinda
POV
crazy.
hopped, which she has never done before and doesn't
Yeah.
do ever again,
Well,
really.
That's not true. We do get a couple Rhysand chapters in the previous book.
But not like this.
I think she realized. I am pretty sure Kingdom of Ash came out in 2016. Hold on a second. Let me look. When did Kingdom of Ash come out?
I don't know.
Kingdom.
If we read the next book, if she does come out with the next book after Silver Flames, I really hope Moore gets a redemption arc. She's the character for me that needs a redemption arc.
She needs it the most.
And we didn't get my
People hate
whole
her.
rant about how she
People-
is a queer bait, a terrible queer bait character.
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm not over it. And we didn't
We're
record
not
it. So
over
I
it.
get to say it again is the
Say
fact
it
that
again, girl.
that she didn't tell. They're supposed to be a family and her power is supposed to be the truth, even if it's not her own truth. Why in 500 years would you never tell people that you don't like Cassian and you don't like Azriel because you like girls? Like, it's so problematic when she's
You're
talking to Feyre
hurting
and she's like,
Azriel.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe that's what's happening.
You're
Like my mind has to dissociate from
justify
it.
that.
It
Wait,
has
well-
to. She has to fix it somehow.
Well, when she's
She's
talking
written
to
herself into a
Feyre,
corner.
about it in the previous book, and she's like, I can't tell anyone I'm gay. That's mine. I can't give it up. If I give it up, other people will own that too. It's so problematic. It's so problematic it's like, it's not her finest moment. Like, Moore is just not her finest moment. And I feel like you wanted me to believe that this is a strong female character, a strong female character who is not attached to a man. Because every other strong female character, except for Emrys in the next book, which we're not at yet, is automatically attached to a man. And you finally gave me one, and she's only not attached to a man because she won't say yes, but she also won't say no.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
you've never sat down and had that conversation?
It's a whole mess, and she's going to have to work it out. And like I said in the previous podcast that we didn't record,
which means you get to say it again.
Yeah. We've got Eris coming. We've got this secret. It does not make sense that the shadow wielder, that the person whose entire job is to be like basically the CIA, not the FBI, the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency, does not fucking know what's actually going on with her, which leads me to believe what makes more sense is that he does know something, that there is something stranger. I bet you $1 million he knows about her damn Applejack estate that I talked about. I think that we could talk about this in this book, more is Briaxis is going to be Moore's girlfriend. Briaxis is going to find a human body, take a human body, and they're going to date and be together. So that's real life. That's going to happen. Anyways,
I want this for Briaxis, and I want this for Moore.
I do too.
Want Asriel to get free. I want Asriel to do something other than pine and be sad.
Yes,
what
me
if
too.
Their child
everyone just ends up dating each other's children. This is horrific.
I want Tamlin to definitely imprint on whose child.
Well, Tamlin's getting Rhysra, but who
Rhysra?
Asriel's going to have to imprint on
Briaxis is in Moore's
casserole.
Baby.
Is it Brimore or is it?
What if
Meraxis?
Asriel's mate is Cassian and Nesta's kid?
Briegan. Oh, Cassian and Nesta's kid?
It's going to be Asriel's mate. And then Asriel and Cassian will be Asriel's papa.
Would that be Canasta?
I think it'll be Casta. Casta. Nessian.
Yeah.
Does
Cassian have a last
to be
name?
named Casserole? Like, whoever do we need to put Cassian with to make Casserole? Like, that's what
Can we do this? Can we make this happen?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you think the story feels like it's about healing, or do you think it just fills up do you just think it's for the next story? Do you feel people?
I feel like it ties things up.
Do you think people feel healed?
I feel like
I feel trauma.
I like that we get the Valaris after, during the rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's part of the process of healing.
Yeah.
That you don't have to be completely healed. I mean, are we ever completely healed?
No.
I like the kid therapy. I like the kid therapy scene over there, although it makes me feel stressed to have that many kids with magic using paints. But I like that. And I like that she included a creature that was not high fae. Because that friend that she makes she's not fae, she's something else. She's not like high fae, she's something else. Because they're like, high fae are really rare, and then everyone's high fae. And we haven't met, we haven't had someone not high fae since Alice. I mean, except for the monsters and the Illyrians.
That's a good call.
Yeah, we need more of
that's not true.
The poor
Illyrians and also the Shadow Wraiths. Nesta,
but we haven't had
the people that gave Elaine her sourdough starter.
Right. Oh yeah, the wraiths. But we haven't had. I mean, Alice looked like a tree. We haven't had, or the water wraiths, or whatever. Where we had the spring court tithe, where everyone was coming in, and we got to meet different types of creatures. We haven't. There's not different types of creatures. They're all high fae. I was watching this creator who talks about. She does only Twilight stuff.
And she was talking about her. Yeah,
her headcanon is that in the future, everyone's going to find out about vampires. And Carlisle's going to have to answer for his actions. And he's going to write a memoir called Too Young, Too Pretty, Too White to Die by Carlisle.
Too white.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. So that's kind of how her characters feel. They're like too young, too white, too pretty. That's how they all ethereal. And I know that the summer court, she's like, their skin is dark. And I get where she's trying to have like people who are not just like white, pretty, ethereal fairies. But she doesn't, they're not different enough that you feel like there's diversity in her books, which I think is also just the times. These are older books.
Yeah, I also think she thinks the diversity is, this isn't a world with racism. This is a world with like speciesism.
Yeah.
You know? So like the big adversity is that they're like what you said earlier about Elaine. Wait, so sorry. Let's say this for the first time. Elaine, like her dating that guy, it was like she loved the racist. And then when she became the thing
that he was racist
against,
against,
she was like, wait, me too?
She's like, wait, but not me. I'm different.
But not me? Yeah. So to me, I think she thinks that her intention is they're speciest, right? They're like, you're a human and you're a fae. And that is where that line and that oppression and that power versus oppressor comes from.
Yeah.
And then our society's like, yeah, but you also have to add some adversity that reflects our actual society. And that's when she starts trying. And she does it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Crescent City was written later, and it's much, much better.
It's much better.
It's also a modern society.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it's a much better society.
I wonder if you're high fae and you're like Lord of the Night Court or whatever, do you have to be Lord of the Night Court until you die? Or can you step down?
I think you can pass your power. Oh, I don't know.
Do you have
because
to be
the power
king
doesn't
forever?
You don't pass along the power until the adult dies, right?
So you have to be ruler forever. So those two people that live off on the island with the like angel wing people.
Yeah. The Paratwins, the Paraffins, whatever. Whatever.
Wasn't he king or lord of something?
No. Maybe
he falls in love with that lady and then they're like, fuck y'all. And they just go live on an island.
She's also half human. Well, she's
just an immortal human. You know how much that would suck?
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, everybody around you is going to get magical powers and shit, but you're just going to be a long-lived human.
If you're an immortal woman, do you have to have your period your whole life?
That would suck.
And you don't get to go through menopause?
I mean, the fairies do. They're just every couple of years or whatever.
All right. Would you rather have the period you have now, or would you rather have a twice a year period like Farrah has now?
I would rather have the twice a year period that you can't go to school for a week.
I would have the twice a year period, but I would start a magical healing academy where we study women. Because if we can put...
like the Torre Chesme!
If we can put intestines back in a man and we can put wings back together and we can basically do anything to Cassian.
C-sections.
Then I can get more than ginger tea when I'm in the worst pain of my life.
I need pain relief. I need period pain relief and I need C-sections. And I need this to happen now. If we have a bean that makes it so you can speak other languages, but I can't have a but there's no pill to make my period feel better. Fuck all y'all, okay? Because you're clearly not even trying. You're not trying.
Priorities are really, really messed up.
She's like, I could make you go to sleep for a week. And it's so funny that she included the part where Rhysand changes her period pads. Because she's in such agony she can't. And he's like, blood is blood, which is, I get it. It's supposed to be like, oh, he's taking care of her. But like, we don't include, there's things we don't include, but we include that.
Right.
Anyway, so yeah, I'd do the twice a year period, but I'd start an actual medical research academy where we figure this shit out.
Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome. I mean, if you can have it and throw in a glass, you can have it here. Because they have a whole, they have a healing magic academy.
A better world.
Yeah. A better world. Sorry.
So do they only ovulate twice a year?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's hard
for them. Which is why they got to start trying now. Which is stupid. Like,
I don't want to have kids for at least 6 years. Turns 21. I'm ready.
It means you're only fertile for like 2 weeks a year.
Yeah. My clock's ticking. It's time to go, Resand. I mean,
Yeah,
if
I
you're a
bet
billionaire,
they-
sure. Because you
I
can
bet
have
they
them
can
and hand them
smell
off.
it. I bet they can smell
They can
it.
smell when her egg drops.
Yeah, they
Again.
definitely can.
They can hear
with
it.
the smelling.
The smell thing is a whole nother like their sense of smell is like a whole nother level of existence.
That would
Like
send
I
me.
can't even imagine. They can smell when each other is aroused.
Yes.
Can you fucking imagine?
I think
if you,
Hannah
like,
said she'd have rubber
You were
pants
sitting
at
next
one
to your
point.
you were sitting next to your friend Hannah or Rachel, and they were secret texting their man friend, and then all of a sudden you could smell
Like,
it. Hannah, stop
God!
Stop! Can you go to
That
the
would
bathroom
be-
if you're gonna think like
Can
that?
you just leave? The podcast is over. Hannah needs to go.
Cancel
That would be
everything.
Awful.
Hannah needs to go.
It would be, and you can
God, it
smell
would be terrible.
everything.
How embarrassing you would! It would be like unbridled flatulence.
Yeah, you'd smell like
I guess
shit
you would just
all
get
the time.
good. You would just get good
Mhm.
at like
You'd have to.
not getting.
I'd be paranoid.
aroused.
I'd be like two baths a day paranoid.
But
of
what
like,
if you were a fucking pedo? Or I mean, I guess that they would catch people with like dangerous. But would you get in trouble? It's like Minority Report.
I don't know.
Like you know what I mean. Like you would know what
They haven't
turns.
done anything.
You would know what turns somebody on because they smell weird.
Yeah.
If,
Oh, that's an angle I hadn't considered.
Somebody takes off their shoes and the guy across the street all of a sudden starts to stank. You know?
Oh my God, no.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, no. That's crazy. No, I can't.
No. And
Oh
she
my
talks
God.
about across
That
the street.
motherfucker's a foot. Get your foot perviness away. Did you smell that aroused guy behind us? The moment you bent over, God, stop it.
And she talks about, because when she goes to visit Amryn, because Amryn's been fucking with her summer court boyfriend.
Yeah.
And she walks in the room and she's like,
Very,
wow,
very,
Amryn. And
very-
she's like, what? We've been busy. And she's like, you could open a window because it smells like
That
sex
is-
in her apartment.
That's inappropriate. I mean, that's just too much.
There's nothing you could do. You had you would walk in and smell a
But I feel
tiny
like
bit of.
if you do, and if everybody does, then the like polite thing would be not to mention it.
Yes. Yeah. There would
Like,
have
we
to be a
all know,
whole.
we all smell everybody's everything. Like, let's not. You don't have to like talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Farrah, I know this room smells like sex. I know. You don't
Yeah.
have
Can
to
we
say
not?
it.
Like, it's
It's
I
my
live in
house.
I know. I live in
think
a
they
one room
would just
apartment.
They would
What do
just
you
get
want?
really good at like controlling it. Maybe.
Or you think
then I would
potpourri would be
start
like a
an
huge
academy
market?
of researching scented candles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How to hide and mask the
Scent
scent
masking.
of arousal.
Yes.
I
Like
just,
like full body deodorant, but just
Yeah.
Hanging one of those Christmas tree, fresheners on your
From
crotch.
your butthole.
rubber pants.
Yeah.
Just
Rubber
anything.
leathers.
pants.
Rubber
Yeah.
leathers.
I mean,
or
you couldn't
rubber
even hide if you had a
training clothes.
crush. If you had a crush on somebody, you couldn't hide it. Like if you were
Well,
hanging out
can
with a
you
friend who was a
imagine how-
girl.
I mean, this is another book, but
Mhm.
can you imagine how Gwen and Emery feel every time Nesta comes back from her 2-week-long camping excursion with Cassian and he walks past and she gets
Oh my God, I can't believe you guys are getting aroused over my boyfriend.
yeah
Yeah.
You bitch! You bitch! Don't you dare get wet over him!
Look away. Look away.
how dare you, how dare you. I feel like
These are the important
oh my God, I'm
questions
so
no one is
sorry.
asking.
I'm so sorry.
These
If
are
he
the
wasn't so
hard-hitting.
hunky.
Yes. I mean, if you're going to introduce this as a story mechanism, I need to know where it goes. Like, if you're going to talk about how everybody can hear everything and smell everything and see everything, you guys live
Yeah,
in
I
a
mean, I guess-
townhouse. You're in
guess-
communal living.
Mhm.
You would just get used to it though. I think Hannah's right. I think it would become it's a hypersexualized society, obviously, because you can smell it.
But
I mean, it
also,
does make
you learn to tune it out, just like Farrah tells her
like the street
sisters
noise.
in the second book. Yeah, she's like, she's like, I can hear your heartbeat. I can hear my heartbeat. And she said, you'll learn to tune it out. So maybe you learn to not smell everyone's crotch.
One
Yeah.
hopes. One hopes.
One. Yeah.
Unless you're the one that went swimming, got a bacterial infection, and you're like, please don't. I don't want to. Can you imagine? That'd be so awful.
Awful.
And then you go to the what's her name? Maji.
Yeah, Maja.
Yeah.
Maja, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we can't. You want herbs? I got herbs.
Yeah.
Same herbs I give to everybody. You want them?
You've got the trash crotch.
That's all. I can't do anything.
Well, they heal quickly, so maybe bacteria can't live in their bodies.
You want to speak another language? I
good.
got a bean for that. But other than that, I got nothing. I'm so sorry.
Speaking of a magic bean that translates, I did buy one of those things off of TikTok Shop that translates 150 languages into your ear.
Oh, how'd
Why?
that go for you?
Nail salon.
Just don't swallow it.
Excellent.
It goes in your ear.
I know. I'm
I
kidding.
won't swallow it. Okay.
It's a
I
magic
am so
bean.
I just want to
excited.
see if it works.
Please
That would be.
update us on this.
I will. I just
Yes.
want to
I'm
see
really
if it
invested in
works.
this.
I want to see it. I'm going to test it with Eddie, our colleague who
Mhm.
speaks like 5 languages. I'm going to get him to test it with me.
Whose
I'm just-
birthday it is?
It was yesterday. Yeah.
How do
I-
we
I-
feel while we're on the subject? Knowing the tension between Moore and Cassian and Azriel, Moore has Cassian buy her lingerie.
I don't believe it. Because it doesn't
I don't
make
think they have
sense.
tension.
It
I think
doesn't
it's
make
pretend.
sense.
It's pretend tension.
It doesn't make
It's
pretend
only
sense.
tension from everyone else because Cassian and Moore know there's no tension, but they don't tell anybody there's no tension.
Right. Why would you keep that from your brother?
No, I don't believe that. Azrael's too smart. His job is to be smart. His
Yeah.
job is to be well informed. There is no way it's just a thing you can't see. There's no way.
Yeah. I don't know.
believe it.
Does
don't believe
Feyre
it.
end up buying everybody something? I know she buys Amryn jewelry and then things for her puzzles to go in. Like for her puzzle pieces so she can carry
Pretty
her
sure
puzzles.
she buys something for everyone.
I don't know. I feel like I read that
buys
section, but my
Elaine
brain just went.
clothes.
How much of a bitch of a bit? What?
What?
How big of a bitch is Nesta for not buying anybody presents ever?
And then only going because
Like,
she
doesn't
got paid.
She is kind of an asshole. She's definitely an asshole.
I did like
I
the
do
part where
feel-
Cassian is talking about her
I do feel sorry
looks.
for her.
And it's the I will devour my enemies. I don't want Cassian to know I'm reading or reading smut. I did like that section where Cassian is like, oh, I know that look. I recognize
Yeah.
that look. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, but Nesta is not the character she's going to be in this book. For sure. When they go to visit her, because they're just like, we want to invite you to come be a part of our family. And she's like, where's my rent?
Yeah, she's angry. She's a child. She's a teenager.
Right.
Mhm.
Which is
She's petulant.
what do we feel about their emotional growth or lack thereof? I don't know who had emotional growth.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't see any of that. I saw just a lot of trauma from the war and people just realizing that they're really fucked up.
And
Yeah.
Tamlin's
that's
in a
The
place.
most growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tam.
I think Feyre has, but
He just
she's the
has
one who
to
actually
wait
had to. Feyre's
20
the only one who
more
had to confront
years.
herself. You know what? Feyre needs to bring the Ouroboros back and just be like, okay, this is therapy. Everyone is looking at
take a look.
themselves. Everyone has to confront themselves.
It makes sense given how immature everybody is that no one ever survived the Ouroboros because
That
nobody
tracks.
could not deal with the therapy
That
and the
tracks.
self-reflection and
Yeah.
self-awareness.
They're like, oh my
else.
God, is that me? Seriously? I didn't know that. I'm 500 years old. I've never looked at myself before. I've never
Yeah.
looked into myself. It reminds me of Neverending Story. Every time I read the Ouroboros, it's like, oh, that's the mirror gate from Neverending Story.
Mhm.
No, it probably actually is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
strong men will find they are weak.
Yes,
And-
she does
yeah.
use inspiration.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. She likes
Yes.
to pull themes from other things. Like that's one of her
100%.
big things, but a lot of times it doesn't feel digested and redone. It just feels like sticking stickers. Like she liked the mirror gate, so she included the mirror gate. But I wish it was used in a way that felt different from the Mirror Gate. Like take that idea and make something new for me. Because she gets the
Yeah.
Ouroboros by looking at it because it's the only requirement to get it. And then she immediately takes it and gives it to the bone carver. And he's like, well, anyway, I guess I'm done with that. Like, we don't bring it back. It doesn't become anything else. I
Yeah,
don't know.
just like the Bloodbane. What's it called? Faebane.
Faebane.
Faebane, I'm going to use this, but then what's so weird is that House of Earth and Blood is so not like that.
I know.
Everything does something. It is so clean and so precise. Do you think it's just the editors?
Well, because the next 2 books in that series are back to this. Like
The
Earth
last
and
one is for sure.
Earth and
Flame
Blood.
and Shadow was.
Earth and Blood felt like the book she always wanted to write.
Yes.
Like she wrote the other books and they were fine, but the story she wanted to tell was the first book.
And Throne of Glass, Kingdom of Ash is well done. It wraps everything up.
I mean, yes, but in terms of, I didn't
speak poorly of Kingdom of Ash.
Remember the 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. But in terms of just like overall taking and having like internalized themes and creating something that feels new and entirely her, Crescent City is it. Everything else feels like I like fantasy and I like these parts of these different books. So I pulled them all together and I put them in a book.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
Which is why to me, Crescent City feels like the book that she wanted. The first book, House of Earth and Blood. That's the book she wanted to write.
That's
it.
And that's why it is my favorite and will always be my favorite.
And then then they were like, cool, can you make it a series? Like you could have left Earth and Blood almost as
it was,
is, and it would have been
as
fine.
is.
It could have
It
been
was a standalone.
Yeah.
It could be a standalone, 100%.
And then they asked her to write 2 more, and she was like, I don't.
Well, I think she saw Endgame and was like, we're bringing these together. We're bringing these together. She knew whenever Silver Flames came out and she knew in Silver Flames that these worlds were crossing over. Because she wrote the lore for Crescent City into Silver Flames to make it work. So she knew when she was writing those 2 books. And my favorite 2 books, those are my top 2 for my personal favorite stories.
Yeah.
Silver Flame and Crescent City.
Me too.
Silver Flame is so different from the rest of this series. It's entirely different. It's micro, for one thing. The whole thing is micro, which is why it's so much better. She finally focuses, and it's so much better. And Crescent City as well. Crescent City is very micro.
Yeah.
So.
Crescent City is so good. What did this book make you realize about each other's? That's all for you guys, folks. This is a great book, and I really enjoyed this story, and I still like it, and they hated it, and that's fine. And we'll see you again on the other side.
Say I hate it.
No one said hate.
No one said hate. I tried so hard to vibe read this, you guys.
Yeah, you tried so
you
hard.
did so good.
It's so good,
hard.
Ray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
Is it hot in here or is it just me? Tuning in to hear these 3 chatting about fantasy novels of the spicy variety. Not your average book club if you know what